Hey everybody, it's the Twilight Zone. Last time we had Song of the Younger World. You remember, don't you? Because I don't. Song of the Younger... oh wait, it was back in time. They just wanted to be wolves. It was a perplexing and maybe it was a beautiful episode of the Twilight Zone but all I remember is, what the hell was that? In my brain. That's all I remember. And there was it's just that there's a weird cast of characters, exaggerated cast of characters, and the audio was gone for me for the last minute, but it didn't matter because I got the gist of it. They were happy. They were in the past, maybe, and they could never speak to each other again because they were wolves. The end. The end. This time is the final episode of The Twilight Zone, Season 2. It's called The Girl I Married. So, that's all. Let's look forward. Let's get into it. Wow. I'm chilly. It's cold today. But I'm braving it. Braving the elements. See? It seems sweet. To me. Oh, bonjour. I know James Whitmore Jr.
Thank you, Marie.
Bon appetit.
What are we having? Snails? Baguettes? Is that the girl you married? Is it the girl he married? Somebody say something.
Found this in my office. I think you dropped it.
Is she dead?
Ira, I've seen you staring at that picture before, mooning over it. Look, I know it's none of my business, and I shouldn't pry, but...
It's none of your business.
Are you and Valerie having, problems?
Marvin, what are you talking about?
She isn't a client, is she? Ira, is there something going on?
Yeah, Ira. Why do you have a picture of this woman?
With her?
Yeah.
He wanted to know if I was having an affair with the girl in the picture.
And what did you say?
What do you think I said? I said, Marvin, you yut, that's my wife.
That's you.
You didn't even recognize me?
Come on, sweetheart. You were just a girl back then.
See, in other words, now I look so much older.
No, you're more mature now.
She does look like the one in the picture.
See, that's why you're always mooning over that picture.
Sweetheart, that's not what I meant at all. It's just, I don't know, back then, things were different. I was different. You were different.
We were kids.
We were younger.
Don't tell me you don't miss those days. You said so yourself. I couldn't get enough of you in those days.
Not like now.
Well, it certainly wasn't my sense of style that attracted you. I looked like a bag lady. But if you want to see cute...
Oh, another picture.
Let's
have a look at
You were adorable. I'd really like to see you going into court looking like that.
Nice.
Why can't we be more like we were back then?
Maybe we will. Maybe we can.
I am still insatiable, you know.
So take an appetite suppressant or something. I'm going to sleep.
He's dreaming of the way it used to be. With those two, you can make it a reality. Just focus, guy. Maybe they're going to come to life and visit you. To this music. Whoop! What about that guy?
But we've never denied that Cal Methyl dumped the stuff there. That their culpability must be viewed in an historical fashion.
That is the most self-serving argument I've ever heard in my life.
Do you think the younger one of his wife is going to appear and tempt him? And he's going to have to choose between the woman he married, the girl he married, not woman. Interesting title. The girl he married and the woman he's currently married to. And he'll realize he's not that person. He's not the him in that picture anymore. He's grown up, and now it's all about true love. It's not about the losty days. He's got something much better now. You know, the bond of real love. Some nonsense like that. Some nonsense like that. I can see it. But yeah, I think his younger wife is going to appear. And hopefully not in the middle of the road. Keep your eyes on the road, don't run her over.
We're not a PR firm, for God's sake.
Come on.
There she is!
The argument is not without precedent. You know it.
Pull over. Stop the car. Stop the car, Margaret, right now.
Oh, jeez, wow.
Reservations for 12:30.
Can't help it, Marvin. I'll see you back at the office.
That was a busy street. He actually got out when the car was moving. Oh, there she is. She's a hippie, dude.
Hey, babe, how's it going?
Valerie, what is this? Some kind of a joke?
I knew it. I knew you'd freak when you saw me.
You're supposed to be at work now?
Cool out, Ira.
Yeah, cool out.
Don't you like what you see? You've been wanting me this way for a long time now, haven't you?
Yeah.
Then quit fighting me.
Let it happen. She's a riot, isn't she? Is she visible to everybody else?
A joke is a joke, Val. This
Call
is ridiculous.
her.
Is he calling his wife at the office?
Hello, aerobics, can I help you?
Yeah, Annie?
Ira?
Yeah, Valerie's not there, is she?
Yeah, of course she is.
I told you.
Yeah, you want to talk to her?
Yeah, put her on.
Yeah.
I'll put her on.
Hello?
Valerie?
Ira?
What's wrong, hon? You sound...
Wrong? No, nothing's wrong.
Just cheating on you with you.
I have a late appointment.
Okay.
The 80s was all about
Listen,
aerobics.
Listen, Val.
I'll get something at the deli, okay?
Are you sure you're all right? You sound like you've had a stroke.
Oh, I'm
Maybe he has.
fine. Real fine.
Well, she keeps herself fit. He slept with her. Does it count as cheating? Yeah, it does.
The whole afternoon's ahead of us.
I'm totally wiped out.
You can't keep up.
And I'll be here for you whenever you want me.
Where did you?
I'm the girl you married, Ira. You don't ask so
Wow.
many questions, Ira. You can blow a good thing that way.
Yeah, don't ask any
You've been thinking
questions.
so much about the way it used to be that what you want so bad has become real.
You willed her into
The Valerie
existence.
that you remember. The one you hoped would never change.
Yeah, and she never
I
will.
haven't.
She never will.
I wish I could say the same.
Tell me about it. What's with the suits?
My court costume.
You're a public defender like you are.
Corporate counsel.
Bummer. You never used to be a sad person, Ira. What happened?
Life happened.
Yippies turned into yuppies. I mean, it's a whole evolution of the social infrastructure we're talking here. Jeez, Val, you gotta understand. You must. You were there. We were gonna change the world, remember?
She doesn't.
Somewhere along the line, I don't know, we lost each other somehow. The me decade, tanning parlors, aerobicizing. Seems like nobody cares about anybody anymore. Our focus just narrowed.
Then we need to expand it. Let's do some window pane and watch the walls melt.
How do we do that?
Valerie, if I went anywhere near LSD, I
Drugs.
could watch my brain
Drugs.
right out my ears. Sweetheart, nobody does that anymore.
Yeah, nobody takes drugs
Wake
anymore.
up, smell the 80s.
Jeez, Ira, you are a stone drag.
This is a fascinating little glimpse. Like, the story is whatever, but it's a fascinating glimpse into how people perceive the 80s at the time of the 80s. That we had lost something that we used to have, a certain sense of that the world had grown up or something, that it had changed, that the whole world had changed into something, that we don't do that sort of thing anymore here in the 80s. How society has changed, the aerobicizing, all the things he was saying. This guy feels like some of the magic is gone from the world, maybe. And that things are more corporate and people more selfish, and that times have truly changed here in the 80s.
You know, man, we used to laugh at people like you.
Yeah, you're boring now. You're boring. She's gone. She's gone. I thought you said you'd be here whenever he wanted you. Back in the picture. It's okay, folks. He'll learn that he loves his wife after all. Probably. Or he'll go back in time. Do you think his wife is cheating
Valerie?
on him with his
I'm in here.
his younger self?
Who's
Who's here?
laughing in here?
The TV, Ira. I turned it off when I heard you come in.
Cheating!
There's nobody here but me and Herman Hesse.
Wow. You know, there was a time that I thought the whole damn key to existence was...
She's the one who picked up the picture of him when he was younger from the album. She was like, hey, have a look at this one. So maybe she's looking at this one. He's looking at that one. They both miss who they used to be. And... right. They both feel like, yeah, they've disconnected a lot somewhere along the way. It's the Pina Colada song. This episode is the Pina Colada song. They don't realize that they both want the same thing, maybe. They just have to reconnect and realize that the person they love is still here in this relationship. It's the Pina Colada song. Right, it's better now that it's just not him. It's not just him cheating on her. She's doing the same thing. It's all balanced.
You were reading with the TV on?
Yeah, I just got an urge.
That TV over there?
Don't stop on my account.
I was just about ready to go to bed anyway.
You go on. I'll be up in a while. I have some transcripts to proof.
Yeah. I gotta watch some TV.
I called your office today. The receptionist said you never came back from lunch.
There was a meeting at Cal Methel. It was on short notice.
Yeah.
Took all day.
Don't look into it. Don't ask questions.
Okay, Ira.
You were just cheating on him with the TV. Careful, Ira. You're gonna be in the doghouse. This music is great. It always makes me laugh. Oh, look at... oh, what is this experimental stuff? 60s revival. Woodstock. Easy Rider. No, the episode glitched on me. Hey, we're walking here. This is very experimental. It's confusingly so. They tried something, it didn't quite work. Because it's just the same thing in each frame. Are we taking drugs? It's the sound of drugs. You hear it? Who the hell is that? You gotta relax. You can't even do the pose.
I mean, how could anybody who cared about money as little as you did suddenly need to have it so fast?
Yes, I figured if I couldn't change the world, I'd settle for a little corner of it. Ours. Make it safe and secure, and that takes money.
Yeah, he did it for you.
Are you happy?
Yes, I am happy.
Mostly? A little bit?
I don't know.
Not really.
Most of the time I am.
This is a beautiful location, by the way.
Something is missing.
Me. Come on, honey, you've got to tell her.
What about
I've been a memory too long.
She's in there with
Tell
him.
now.
Maybe the younger ones can hook up.
I had a great time.
The TV is
For a
on, do you
kid
hear
for a
it?
while, but I cannot do this to her.
They're in the bedroom.
Valerie?
Go
Ira,
on, they're right here.
What in the hell is going on here?
it's not what you think.
What the hell it is, and how could you do this to me?
Hey, wait a minute.
Forget about her. Who is that? I want to introduce myself before I kill him.
Oh my God, Ira, it's
It's you.
me. So you've been doing it too.
What do you mean, two?
Yeah, look at you.
Come on, everybody. Let's not get uptight.
You know, you're beginning to sound like something out of a rerun of the Mod Squad.
What is going on here?
I don't know, but I guess two can be nostalgic as easily as one.
Exactly.
What about
Forget
us?
it. Forget it. I must have been crazy to even consider it. I want the two of you out of here right
Yeah,
now.
get out of
Why? I haven't wasted my life.
Wow.
I deserve to be here. So does she.
Yeah, man, we've got a handle on all this stuff that counts.
Yeah, man.
The dreams, the ideals, the love.
What are you talking about? You are 18 years old. You don't know squat about life or love. Real love is commitment.
See? I knew he'd learn his lesson. How about you? Did you learn your lesson?
You're absolutely right.
They rediscovered it. Their love for each other.
We almost made a stupid mistake.
Yeah. Oh no, but can they be together, those two? They can explore the 80s together and complain about it.
Where'd they go?
Who cares? They were beginning to annoy me anyway. Well, what if they're right, Ira? What if we've really wasted our lives?
I wasn't aware of the fact that our lives were over.
Yeah.
Come here, will you? You know that world out there that you wanted to change? It's still out there. What do you want to do? You want to drop a little acid and watch the wall?
No.
They should, though. They should, though.
No, I want my life to be about something more than watching my weight.
Why don't you make it that?
And how about you putting in some hours at that legal aid clinic that's always after you?
Yeah.
Maybe I will.
Earn some more money.
And maybe we could have a baby.
Oh.
As long as you're still insatiable.
Always for you.
Will be.
It has been said the 80s are just the 60s 20 years later. The costumes may change, but the cast remains. The naive and the cynical, the misplaced and the spaced. Each a stage in the growth of a generation.
Hey, they're still out
as
there.
it treads the tail end of the 20th century on a long journey through the Twilight Zone.
No, they're back. They're back. They say that the 80s is just the 60s 20 years later. Who says that? That's funny. That is funny. This is an interesting episode. It's a fascinating episode. And something I feel like I can't give too much of a... I feel like I'm out of time with it. Out of step with it. I can't compare, personally, the 60s and the 80s. To see the differences and the similarities between those decades. But yeah, the episode it's a cute episode about two people longing for their youth and then realizing that they have exactly what they need right here. And it's not that they've gotten older and they love where they are right now. They take full responsibility that, hey, look, maybe our lives aren't the way we wanted them to go. Maybe we just needed a bit of a reminder, a bit of a impetus to change. And they're both thinking of changing their lives. She's going to get out of the aerobicizing. Although, hey, yeah, that looked pretty fun, pretty cool. Good to keep yourself in shape. You know, keep moving, you know? Absolutely, you'll live longer. Probably. I don't know. And he should earn some more money. Because if there's anything the 80s has taught us, it's that money is good. Right? So it was a sweet ending to that one. For sure. And a nice little way to wrap up season 2. You know? It wasn't amazing. I thought that guy at the start of the episode was going to be in it more, but he wasn't. He did not recognize the man's wife, a picture of the man's wife, even though they looked very similar. My mind was racing all sorts of different possibilities at the start. Turns out it was just a setup, the fact that the guy was obsessed with how his wife used to look and dreaming of those days. And they both were, as I said, Pina Colada song. A little bit. So next week we will have season 3. Let's see if we can get the title of the first episode for that one. It is The Curious Case of Edgar Witherspoon. It's a funny little title. It sounds like a 60s title, actually. From a Twilight Zone 60s title. Just to show you how different the 60s and the 80s are, just compare the Twilight Zones. They're 20 years apart, more or less. Very different. Very different. Although that was kind of more late 50s. But yeah, The Curious Case of Edgar Witherspoon is definitely reminds me of an older title. Like it's going to be a goofy person. It's a goofy enough name. Take that, Reese Witherspoon. You got a goofy name. Right, I'll see you for season 3 next time. Have a great day. What was 20 years ago like for you? Some people say the 2020s is just the 2000s 20 years later. Maybe a little bit, actually. How much has actually changed in 20 years? The past 20 years. Culturally. Cell phones?